I've never really thought about what went on in the month I was born. In 2020, it seems like every day there's something new and big happening in the news. So I wanted to take a look back and see what was happening during January 2001, my month and birth year. In the month of January 2001, the number one recorded song was Independent Woman by Destiny's Child. Destiny's Child was a group of 3 women, which included Beyonce Knowles, Kelly Rowland, Michelle Williams. The group had many hits down the line, but eventually broke up and began their own careers. After breaking up, Beyonce's career began to take off, and she was one of the most famous pop artists in today's culture. As far as sports go, the Washington Wizards forward Michael Jordan became the 4th player in the NBA to score 30,000 career points. He hit a free throw in the second quarter in a win of 89-83 against his old team, the Chicago Bulls. In the Super Bowl 35 at Raymond James Stadium, Tampa, Florida, Baltimore beat New York Giants 34-7. The MVP was Ray Lewis. He was a linebacker for Baltimore. He would continue to become one of the greatest linebackers in NFL history. On January 6, 2001, George Bush was certified as President of the United States. But for nearly 20 minutes in the House chamber, a dozen members of the Congressional Black Caucus, joined by a few synthesizers, tried to block the counting of Florida's 25 electoral votes. And the black voters had been disenfranchised. Florida's highly contested electoral votes were crucial in Mr. Bush's victory after the prolonged and legal political battles following an inconclusive election. In doing this, it gave George Bush the 25 electoral college votes for Florida and allowed him to beat Al Gore 271-266. This was extremely controversial and was the 3rd closest presidential race in history. George Bush was officially elected on January 20th. On January 10th, Apple released their media platform, iTunes. Apple expanded on the core features with support of digital video products, podcasts, ebooks, and mobile apps purchased from the iOS App Store. iTunes it created a gateway in order to purchase, browse, download, and save music. Even today, iTunes is still the backbone of Apple's devices. They let you transfer your photos and music and let you back up an entire phone. Apple has certainly changed the world for the better with bringing in the platform that allowed you to utilize your cell phone more than just calling and texting people. On January 15th, a free wiki and content encyclopedia was launched by Jimmy Wales and Larry Sanger, which is one of the most resourceful web pages on the internet today, with over 52 million web pages on the internet. During mid-January, the president of the Philippines, Joseph Estrada, was impeached in office, playing and gambling a game which resulted in the start of the Power to People revolution. This would change the Philippines and the way they were formed. It was founded that Estrada had over 500 million pesos, which was close to $130,000. These were used to make his bets while playing the game Juntag, which is an illegal numbers game in the Philippines. They continue to find more information about him having multiple bank accounts under different names. Joseph Estrada would soon be impeached by the people in 2001, and that was the start of the 2001 Power to People movement. On January 23rd, 5 Falun Gong members set themselves on fire in Tiananmen Square. The Falun Gong is a religious practice of spirituality in China. The group has been known to have been abused by China and their officials. It was said that 7 of the members have traveled from Beijing and 5 of them had set themselves on fire. Of the 5, 2 died. 1 died during the burnings and the other, a 12-year-old girl, died 3 weeks later. The other 3 lived. With China being very strict on reporting, it was hard to find specific evidence on why they did it and who was actually affiliated. The Falun Gong group that preaches balance, peace, and meditation denied that they had any part in the self-burning and stated that the 7 members were not members at all. To this day, it's still not known the truth about the incident. It is believed that the Chinese government had staged this act to bring hatred upon the group. Thank you for listening to my speech.